Comics, and welcome to my October comic reading wrap-up. I read a nice big stack in October, and, all of this will be in order, since I didn't end up getting to any trades or manga even. So let's get started. Okay, so I started off October with, I remember finishing because I started it in September, in the end of September, and that's House of Secrets, number 92 by DC. It's a facsimile, of course. It's a story that features old Swamp Thing. Is I think, if I remember correctly, his first appearance. I think. Anyway, a nice tragic story that one was. I like the art style. I've found it interesting to find out that Cain has his brother Abel. I guess I never really made the connection, Cain, like from the Bible. Yeah, there's old Abel over there. Yeah, good tragic story. I guess kind of similar to how they did it later on, but except old Swamp Thing's movements and obviously powers of his, they've changed over the years. And there's also a bunch of other stories here. There was a lot about a homeless man that was quite nice too. Very tragic though. And a bunch of other ones. Overall, it's a good comic. Glad I finally got this one to read. As you always see this cover, everyone's showing there's many homages to it as well. And I love that it's purple. I don't know if I'll keep it. I gotta think about it. Okay, and then I read Batman Gotham by Gaslight: The Kryptonian Age, issue 2 by DC. I decided not to film about it because after reading this, I decided I will pick up a trade when one comes out. I like it so far. It's very interesting. They brought in a bunch of characters as Constantine, Doctor Strange, Adam Strange too. So interesting to see where it goes. And yeah, I wasn't crazy. This started out as a 12-issue miniseries. I actually talked to Mr. Davian at Sleepy Reader 666, and he said that maybe they just want to have 2 number ones, so they split the series into 2, so 6 issues. Which kind of sucks. But yeah, they want their number ones. If that is in fact the case, of course. But still, I'll definitely grab a trade, hopefully when it comes out. That's it. I guess this I'll keep for now. But once I get a trade, I'm definitely not keeping it. Okay, then I read Starhenge by Image, issue number 1. It's got art by Liam Sharp. I really love his art style. It's like the man that created the was it the Alien art? H.E. Geiger something? I feel bad I always forget his name, but yeah, that kind of art style. I got this comic a long time ago, and it never even started it. I didn't pick up the whole series though. I had a lot of series to get through if I did. The story seems a little complicated, a little bit, but it's like this split between a futuristic world. I don't know. It's definitely one you have to read closely. The art, of course, is amazing. The concept itself also sounds very interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'll see what there's a trade. This does sound pretty interesting. Yeah, I'll see. Overall, I did like it, but I won't keep this one single issue. Okay, next I read, giant size 200 issue of The Spectacular Spider-Man by Marvel. This is one I bought from my friend Andrew, like it's got a shiny. This is that one where, this is him fighting Harry Osborn. Well, this was a cool read. Very sad though, but cool. and shiny. I do like these shiny ones. I'm gonna keep it for now. Oh, and then I read The Spectacular Spider-Man. This is issue 151. This is a story where Robbie is in prison. Well, apparently Robbie's his middle name, because he's called, his first name is different, oh shit, now I forgot his first name. But yeah, he's called that, and I'm like, wait, isn't he called Robbie Robinson? That anyway, yeah. Really love these old Spider-Man ones. They're a great read. Good art, too. So there's that one. Okay. Oh, and next I read Spawn #1. I have an original from good old Mr. Slim. I wanted, I think a year or two ago, finally read it. Amazing. I really, really loved it. I didn't make a video in the end. I don't know, I just, and maybe I will still one day, but I really enjoyed it. The art style, the story was cool. To finally read the beginning of Spawn. It's definitely a universe I want to get into. Oh, it's also by Image. Well, obviously I'm keeping this, because it's also a win from Mr. Slim. Okay, then, there's an Amazing Spider-Man issue 153. By Marvel, of course. Then we have, Spider-Man issue 155. They don't have the full story. It's annoying how it's spread between so many series. It's like you have to pick up like different issues of different Spider-Man series, which just seems silly. Okay, and then there's issue 204. I have that three-parter where he fights Tombstone. Apparently Tombstone became different and stronger. I love all the purple. I'm not sure how. I don't really know the origin of old Tombstone even. Oh, then I read Power Comics issue 3 by Akim or Eclipse, I think. Eclipse International. Finally, I read the last issue of Powerbolt that I didn't read. I love it. It's so cheesy, but it's great. So yeah, finally I completed the last issue that I didn't read yet. I made a video about it. Fantastic. Powerbolt's a fun, cheesy time. Okay, then I finally read Batman The Adventure Continues, which I also picked up. It came out like 2022. Apparently they cut this one short too, because it was originally supposed to have 12 issues, and then it just stopped at 8. I have all of them. I need to find them and read them. The art's good. It's the art of the cartoon, of course. I will make videos about it, I think, but I gotta find all of them, because I don't remember where they all are. So it'd be pointless for me to start. Oh, and then I read, also I got from Andrew, Deathlock, the first issue. So apparently this is his own first adventure. I wasn't sure if to film about it, because it looks like he was already in comics before. I forgot, I need to ask Mr. Matterhorn about that. But anyway, very cool, very tragic. And no, I learned that this is not his body. His brain was put into this body, but his real body is somewhere. That's insane. I always thought he just got disfigured by something, and this is his body now. Apparently not. Makes it even more tragic. I mean, it's not even his, and he's got to find his own body to be human again. Wicked. Then I read some Kento, Tales of the Unnamed World, issue 1. It's a two-parter. Look, it's all bent and shit, but it's okay. My fault. Yeah, so issue 1 by back when it was by IDW. Holy shit. Yeah, this is a two-parter. It's got like these mini stories of Kento with Falco and Reika. And his Molrax, they're going home and they come across this character here. It's kind of like well, a little bit like the cat from Alice with a smile, the Cheshire Cat. So it's a nice little two-parter. I didn't end. It's like they have to tell him stories, so he lets them cross the bridge. So all these stories about the unnamed world. I decided not to film because there's not much to really talk about there. Yeah. Okay, there's Tombstone, Spider-Man. Sorry, Amazing Spider-Man issue 205. And issue 206. Where old Tombstone thinks he killed Spidey, but doesn't even bother to look for his body. Oh, and then I read Changing War, issue 2. I didn't make a video because it's been so long since I read issue number 1. Oh, it's by DC. That I figured, you know what, I should probably go back and then do that. I don't even have the whole series yet, which I do want to get one day. Okay, next pile. Oh, 1 second. Ooh. Okay. Next, I started reading Merc, or Mark Hazard Merc. I really like this one. It's from Marvel. Old Marvel. I also got this from my friend Andrew. It was fantastic. I'm still haven't finished reading it all. Oh, and then I reread Reign of the Superman issue 14. No, sorry. Issue 78. I have this in with a different cover. I need to decide which one of them I'm gonna keep. But yeah, I found it, so you know what, I'll give it a reread. Oh, and then I read some Magnus Robot Fighter, issue 1 and issue 2. I got these from Mr. Gray, if you can see here the sticker. And this is by Valiant. It's by Valiant. They're very water damaged, so I had to like hold them together while I was reading. But fantastic! I like their version of Magnus Robot Fighter too. I hope to get. There's apparently a trade. It'll probably be really hard to get, but I would prefer to get that, or 2 trades, I should say, as it'll be easier on me. Okay, then I read some of my Doom 2099 issue 26. This series is insane. Like, since I don't have all the issues and I'm skipping, so much shit happens and changes. It's out of this. Yeah, it's insane. Again, there's Magnus Robot Fighter issue 3. There we go, and issue 2. Sorry, issue 4. What am I saying? Again, by good old Valiant. Oh, why did they have to die? Well, I mean, they're back, but it's not the same Valiant. Okay, then we got Doom 2099, issue 28. Oh, Doom wants to take over America. Oh, and there's more comics from Mr. Gray's Magnus Robot Fighter, issue 5. And then here I read Justice League America, Justice League of America. Or in this case is the Justice Society by DC. Well, it's also a fun little read. It's got that Red Tornado. One hell of a story. The Silver Age of Madness, as Mr. Gray would call it. Then I read Doom 2099 issue 33. Okay, then I got more Mark Hazard Merc, issue 2. My Marvel is a very deceiving cover. Very cool, too. Gotta love DC and their deceiving colors. Oh, and then Halir found for me Predator versus Magnus Robot Fighter, issue 2. This is by Valiant and Dark Horse. Yeah, I got to finish that story. I might make a video about this 2-parter one of these days. Gotta find part 1 again. I love the cover. Cover is really nice. Okay, oh, and then I read this Adventures of Superman issue 466. It's a little bit damaged, but it's okay. I got this as a gift from Leor. It was pretty good. It was about the, you see the guy here, that's the cyborg Superman he later becomes. And it was kind of interesting. It's got this astronaut, so they kind of get the, like Fantastic Four. If the Fantastic Four didn't get so much radiation that they were dying. Yeah, it's quite tragic. And very interesting. Okay, oh, and then I reread Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere. This is by Vertigo. I miss Vertigo too. Yeah, I made a video about this comic like 6 years ago. Now I finally have the whole series and I'm gonna make videos. And I'm going to read issue 2. I figured I need to reread. I even read the book 6 years ago, holy shit. Because I had to go back and check. Oh, great. She doesn't look like this in the book. That's Dora, the main character. They made her very interesting looking, to say the least. Okay, next we have Red Sonja. It's a free comic book day comic from the stories. It was okay. Story was pretty good. I didn't really like the art style though, I must say. It's a little, I don't know, not terrible, but also, yeah. And this is by, Dynamite. Yeah, I also got this a really long time ago, finally read it. Definitely not keeping it. Oh, and then I read Batman, Legends of the Dark Knight. Well, I reread by DC, because I already have this. I think I have this in orange. I need to also only keep one of these. So yeah, good read though. Good reread. Oh, and then I read, these I bought from Mr. Gray. It was War is Hell by Max. The First Flight of the Phantom Eagle. I couldn't read the cursive, but when I looked it up from my comic shop, I finally realized what it says. This one wasn't bad. Just say it's one of those where you have to have read the original to understand what's going on. Because if you just read this and you never read any, it's like... So it's like, well, what the fuck? Not that the story itself wasn't... I mean, I understood what it was telling me about, but it's just like, you know, why is this like this? What's the connection? What the fuck is it? Okay, so you got this pilot. He's flying to this base, this American base. And he's like, oh, you know, I'm there to join. And he takes his letter to the commander there, or whoever's in charge, and he checks his letter. He's like, yeah, okay. He wants to take the letter back because he doesn't actually, it's not a real letter. But then he gets really lucky because the guy who checks it runs out to talk because they're about to start, you know, a training flight. And he goes right into the propeller and, well, he's now mush. And now no one's gonna know that the pilot's not really supposed to be there. But yeah, it was insane. And then it's like, okay, so the pilot is now gonna stay with them. I just didn't understand, you know, does he care the character from... Yeah, again, you need to know War is Hell for that one. And then here I read Flash Gordon. I got this from Mr. Gray to sketch on, mainly. Yeah, this one was really fucking weird. It's from 2013. So it's got Flash Gordon. So the story starts 1 year ago. You got this reporter lady who seems to be a bit of an ass. Yeah, like she's reporting on, this is the last like space shuttle. Now they're not gonna operate them anymore, and this man was in charge of it, complains to her, and she said, well, if you know you did something useful, you'd get funding. Then you got the scientist guy, and I think he's Russians in Russia, having a drinking game with a bunch of other scientists to get this stone, this crystal or whatever it is. He ends up winning. by making everyone faint for some reason. Or I don't know, he outdrinks them. It happens suddenly. And then you got Flash Gordon, who's bungee jumping and does these amazing stunts. And then some lady arrives. She was hired by his father. She slaps him and gives him the phone. So, and his father tells him, when are you going to do something with your life, Gordon? And then it's like today, like 1 year later, all three of them are together in a spaceship running away from this space dictator that's trying to take over Earth and go in between these portals. I have no fucking clue. Okay, one thing that stopped me is, why is the reporter lady there? What the fuck does she have to do? Okay, I get Flash Gordon, he's maybe this pilot or something. I get the scientist guy, of course, but what does this bitch have to do with anything? She's a fucking reporter. What is she useful for? What, they can't do analogs or something on their own? Again, this is another one, you have to know the original Flash Gordon. There's no way without it, basically. Yeah, this is one I definitely would have not picked up later. But yeah, I'm gonna probably not keep the War is Hell. I will keep the sketch cover because I do want to try drawing on sketch covers. But yeah, this one not. And since I bought them from Mr. Gray, I don't mind. I think I got it because it was Max, but yeah, it's just wasn't it. Okay, oh, and then I reread this Hellboy and the VPRD, Night of the Cyclops. I reread this one. I accidentally got it twice because I was, I forgot about the cover. For some reason I remembered this was a two-parter, but it's a one-shot. It was a fun reread. Okay, oh, and then I read this facsimile of the first time Conan's in comic book form. It's by Marvel. It's Conan the Barbarian, The Coming of Conan. And when Conan's a young man. By the way, this lady, that's her, does not look fucking like this in the comic itself. I don't know why they changed it later, but she looks nothing like this. But it was cool. Very adventure-packed and shit. I liked it. I liked it a lot. The art style was fine. Like even here on the look, even here on this page here, she looks nothing like this. That is that lady, of course. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. It's also a facsimile I got like 2 years ago. I'm also not gonna keep it because not enough room for all of them. But still, not a bad read. Oh, and then I read another Doom, 2099. This is issue 7. Issue 7, and then I read Mark Spector Moon Knight, issue 39. Here. Oh, and this also features Doctor Doom, as you can tell by the backgrounds, Doctor Doom's mask. I'm keeping that, and then I finished off the month with reading issue 51 of Mark Spector Moon Knight. Okay, whew. That is everything I've read in October. It's quite a good reading month, I will say. Fortunately, my get rid of pile isn't as big this month as I hoped it would be, but hey. Eventually, I'm sure it will. Yeah, I enjoyed, besides, I would say, these two. I really enjoyed all of the reads this month. Yeah, well, no, this one wasn't that just confusing, but this one was, yeah. Oh, this one's by Dynamite, I forgot to say. This Flash Gordon. And, okay. Oh, and, well, Moon Knight's, of course, also by old Marvel. Alright, that is all I've read this month. Nice big stack. Quite happy about that. Still got more bags and bags to read. So, I think though next year I will probably finally finish all of the bags and bags that I have. I think slowly I'm reading through them all. That is it. Let me know if you read something from this pile. What did you think about it? And what have you been reading in October? Sorry, what have you read in October? And that is it. Remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!